Välkomna allihopa. Vi kör idag International Mother Language Poesikafé. På svenska vi skulle säga Internationella modersmålspoesikafé med skolan i Sollentuna. Men jag glömde namnet. Kan någon hjälpa mig?
Klara Sollentuna.
Okej. Klara, Teoretiska, Sollentuna Gymnasium i Stockholm. Men jag tar inte lång tid. Vi har några elever och en lärare från skolan. Läraren heter Rabeya Begum. Jag lämnar ordet till läraren. Hon driver och samordnar program. Men jag står här som assistent. Varsågod.
Hej. Yes. Hej, tack så jättemycket. Jag heter Rabeya Begum och jag är faktiskt från Klara Teoretiska Gymnasium, Sollentuna i Sweden, Sverige. Vi tackar först till Internationellt modersmålspoesikafé för att vi har fått den här möjligheten att prata och ha ett samtal. Jag hoppas att det ska gå faktiskt det ska bli trevligt och roligt. Jag kan presentera mig själv lite med 2 meningar. Sen jag presenterar mina elever. Som jag sa att jag heter Rabeya och jag undervisar faktiskt biologi, kemi och bioteknik, naturämne i Klara Teoretiska Gymnasium, Sollentuna. Och mina elever de är faktiskt mellan 16 till 18 år gammal. Stämmer det? Yes. Okej, så jag introducerar först Dajana. Dajana, skulle du kunna säga ditt namn och vilket årskurs går du eller vad läser du?
Ja, mitt namn är Dajana och jag går 3:e år som ekonomi-programmet.
Yes. Och sen Sadiya.
Hej, jag heter Sadiya. Jag går 1:a året. Jag går i sambeteende.
Och sen Salma.
Hej, jag heter Salma. Jag går i 1:a året i naturprogrammet.
Yes. Okej, så vet ni varför är vi här idag faktiskt? Vad vill vi faktiskt prata om?
Jag har en aning om varför vi är här.
Yes. Vi kanske kan prata på engelska och också på svenska. Så både och. Om ni känner igen, okej, vi kan börja med. You can speak also in English if you want.
Okay.
Yes. So do you know why you are here today?
I thought we were going to review some books and authors that we really like and enjoy reading their books about.
Yes. Yes. So I would like to I'm really excited that we are going to discover each other today because I normally teach you some like science, but I hadn't have a chance to know about you. What kind of books do you like to read, or what type of literature do you like? So it's really a great chance for me to know about you, and I hope that we will discover each other today. Yes. Skulle vi kunna prata också lite grann på svenska kanske? Det känns kanske bättre ibland. Yes. Okej, Sadiya, så eftersom vi pratar just om det så skulle du kunna säga att vilken typ av bok du gillar om och också författare eller på vilket språk. Ja, det är din floor faktiskt.
Ja, okay. Jag gillar mest att läsa romans. Det är kanske lite kliché, men ja, jag gillar att läsa väldigt mycket på engelska på min fritid. Och jag tror att min favoritauthor som jag gillar just nu är Jane Austen.
Okej. Vill du läsa någon påstående från din favoritförfattare? Do you like to read some recitation?
Så att jag får välja en.
Yes.
Jag frågade om jag får återkomma och välja en.
Okay, yes. So we can go to Dajana. We can go till Dajana. Hej Dajana.
Hej!
Hej! Så det är jättekul att liksom prata om deras intresse om litteratur, eller hur? Så vi har faktiskt fått, liksom, vi har inte pratat om sådana förut. Precis. Vill du säga något om vilken typ av bok du gillar?
Jag gillar också faktiskt romaner. Men jag brukar läsa både på serbiska och svenska. Jag har ingen liksom favorit, utan jag går efter liksom handlingen, vad som handlar i boken, och ifall jag tycker det är intresserad så väljer jag den. Så jag har absolut ingen sådär alltså favoriten, utan det jag läser ju.
Okej. Vill du läsa någon påstående eller någon typ poesi eller låt som...
Jag har faktiskt inte hittat en.
Okej, så du kan få din tid faktiskt sen. Vi återkommer till det igen. Yes. Då går vi till Salma. Hej Salma.
Hej.
Yes. Do you like to give us some information about you, that you like, which type of book you like? And yes.
I don't exactly have a favorite kind of books, but my favorite author is Roald Dahl. He's a British writer, and he writes really amazing books that I've read a lot of in my whole entire life, because before I came to Sweden, I was in a British school, and they used to give me a lot of British books to read. So I really like him, because I mean the author and his books, because I feel like they're really interesting and full of imaginary and creativity, and yeah, that's my favorite author.
Yes. Do you write also by yourself? Like, you are a writer? Do you write sometimes? Or?
I mean, it's not exactly my hobby, but if a teacher tells me that I need to write a book, that I would write it. I mean, I would have fun actually writing a book, because I feel like I have a lot of
fantasy.
Yeah, exactly, fantasy.
Yes, I see you in the classroom too. That you have a lot of fantasy. We need really to have fantasy in our life,
yes.
Isn't it? Yes. Okay, so do you have any question to me?
Yes. What is your favorite kind of books?
Yes, you know that I'm from Bangladesh. I really like Bengali literature, and since I live in Sweden, it's like 6 or 7 years. Though I didn't have that much chance, or I'm not really in Swedish literature right now, but I would like to start soon. But from Bengali literature, I really like to read Rabindranath Tagore. Have you heard the name Rabindranath Tagore?
Not exactly, but that seems nice.
Yes, he's a famous. He was a famous poet, writer, composer, philosopher, social reformer, and also painter. And he was born 7th of May 1861, and he died 7th August 1941. So he has been lived 80 years, and he gave us a lot in our literature. And we have really the other famous poet also, and his name is I can say that Kazi Nazrul Islam. He's a national poet in Bangladesh, and yes, I really like those writings or novels or literature, and I like to think like fantasy, like you, and and also like philosophy. I like to see life from different dimension.
That's nice.
Yes.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
You know Rabindranath Tagore, who got the Nobel Prize in 1913? as the first non-European individual who got the Nobel Prize in 1913. He's from our language and culture. And I'm also from the same culture as your teacher, Rabeya, has described. Yeah.
Yes.
Continue.
So I think we can ask you that. I know that you are also a writer, and you write a poet and also maybe novel. So do you like to read some recitation from your writings to
Yeah,
us?
definitely, I can read something. Can I find it? Then you continue.
Yes, yes, of course. Okay, we can go to maybe to Sadia.
Oh yeah, I was going
Yes.
to say my favorite poet, and I think it was my favorite poetry on Somaliska, in Somaliska.
Yes.
His name is Mohammed Ibrahim, and he has dedicated a poesy to mothers. In Somalia, we value our mothers a lot, and he wrote about all mothers in general, and a poesy about that. And yeah, he's my favorite poet.
It's great. So do you like to read some recitation or some?
Do you want me to read it in Somalska or
Yeah, yes, we would like to hear. It's really exciting to.
um I'm kind of shy when it comes to reading Somalska because I'm not 100% sure.
But you can take your time slowly. You can read.
Yeah. Hoyo la'aanta adiga la'aanta man ahaani jirin man jiri jirin. Yeah, that's just a part of it. I'm really shy.
Yes. What does it mean?
It means
Just explain.
like without you, my mother, and I wouldn't be anything. I wouldn't have come to this world.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
great. So emotional.
Yeah.
Yes, about mom. Okay, so skulle vi kunna gå till Diana? Diana, vill du?
Alltså jag har inte hittat
Yes.
någon som är liksom bra så jag kan läsa upp. Så
Okej, jag har faktiskt en fråga till er. Att, tror ni att när ni läser en bok eller någon påstående så ni liksom ni får någonting jättevärdefullt inne så att ni känner igen, okej, så jag har blivit lite rikare. Förstår ni vad menar jag med liksom när man läser en bra bok? Det kan bero på vilken bok ni läser. Så det är inte bara akademisk bok. Så om man läser någon typ av litteratur den som man känner igen, man får mycket mer i livet från den information när man läser bok. Så får ni den känslan från?
ja, alltså man får, beroende på vad man läser så får man ändå typ så här olika perspektiv. För jag älskar att läsa romaner och då blir det att man får olika perspektiv från kärlek och hur alltså andra människor upplever själva kärleken. Men absolut, man får ju många nya ord samt alltså man får ganska mycket budskap från böcker. Tycker jag i alla fall.
Precis.
Alltså jag tycker samma sak. Man kan, alltså det finns väldigt mycket man kan ta med sig från liksom just romaner. Och som du sa, att liksom man får ju se så här olika perspektiv just från vad kärlek betyder till andra personer och inte bara mig själv. Och jag tycker att det är väldigt intressant att se att ett ord som typ kärlek, den känslan, hur olika personer upplever just den.
Yes. Salma, will you say anything? Do you
Can I
like
say
to?
English? Okay.
Yes.
I don't really usually like yes. Okay. I don't really usually like biographies actually, but yeah.
Kan du fixa din kamera här så vi ser inte den?
Kan du se inte? Kan du...
Ja. Nog bättre, ja.
Yeah, little bit. Yes.
Okay. I don't usually like biographies actually, but there's this biography that I read about Roald Dahl, my favorite author, and it actually really made me realize that there are people go through a lot of hard stuff and things that you need to have a lot of patience to be able to stay strong after it. So those are the things that I really that I started kind of liking about biographies and stuff, but still I don't really like it. But it's just nice to realize that it's not only us who are going through hard stuff, but also other people too. They're going through hard stuff too. Yeah, that's yes.
Yes, I think to be involved with the literature is a blessing because we sometimes don't understand that how worthful it is, and of course what kind of book you read or you like to read, it's also another thing. But I think it's really a blessing if we can understand that book, to read book or to be involved with the book or literature or cultural things is very important for our life. Yes. Yes, I think I can give words to Anis Rahman if you have any question to us, or we can just go through the flow. Do you have any question to?
Thank you. I had one very humble thing. Wanted to know, why do you read, my young friends? Not from the academic point of view, as an individual. Why do you read?
Okay, so your question is why do we read?
Yeah.
Not academic books besides academic. So
Out of syllabus and curriculum.
Yes. So why that's I have also same questions to my students. I don't want to answer, so you can think and just you can express your opinion.
For example, I read books because it expands my vocabulary, and I really need to expand it because I feel like I use the same words a lot, and I really like using new words. It makes me feel very professional when I talk in a certain language. So that's one of the reasons why I like reading books, and it expands my imagination.
Yes, it's also important.
And the other one, Sadiya.
I don't really know. I haven't thought about this question a lot. I think it's because at a young age I learned to read really soon when I was young. So I think it's just something that stuck with me throughout my life.
And Diana.
Jag läser just för att jag känner att jag behöver läsa för att få nya ord, men också jag tycker att det är roligt att göra när man har liksom gott om tid. Så ja, det är bara en slags sport.
And Rabeya.
Yes, I think it purifies my mind, and I can correct myself if I read a good book, and if I see the philosophy that I can get the message from the book, and it helps really, and that's I say it purifies my mind and it makes me rich, I think. So yeah, and of course it gives it expands our imaginary, and also helps to understand the surroundings, the whole world, the life. So yeah.
And do you ever dream to be a writer? Any of you?
I sometimes write, but I don't know. It is just I express my thinking and what I have in my inner feelings. So I just write, but I don't know if it's something. If I can say that it's like a poem, but I don't have any like vision or aim to be a writer, but I would like to express my inner feelings and to write and to express. And if it's in paper or in somewhere in the world, not inside me, then I feel good.
I'll get back to you. Then Salma,
If I would become a writer?
yeah, ever wrote it or not?
Well, I've never actually thought of it because I have a lot of other. I want to become a lot of other things,
Yeah.
but it would be nice if I actually had the opportunity to become a writer. But the thing is, it's not really my hobby to write stories. I have a lot of hobbies and other stuff too that are more that I have them as priorities. That's why. But that would be nice if I would. I don't know. I have no idea.
And
Maybe once.
Maybe.
Sadiya,
I haven't written anything like really serious. I used to like write diary when I was younger, and it's just fun to look back at it now. But I don't think I would really become an author or anything if I had the opportunity, because I have like other things that I really want to become.
and Diana.
Jag har aldrig skrivit, men jag hade velat skriva en bok om mitt liv, liksom vad jag gått igenom, och sen kunna läsa det igen efter jag har skrivit den. Men alltså inte så där att alla kan läsa, utan bara jag själv.
Vet du en svenska poet och författaren heter Stig Dagerman? Har du någon har koll på honom? Och Stig Dagerman är också samtida författare som Teoretiska, en gammaldags författare. Och he has told one thing. So every child is born as a poet. We try to kill the poet in him. It sounds everyone is born as a poet. I, you, and everyone. Then our system and the struggle for life put ourselves into a position to kill the poet in ourselves. And do you know what is the need to be a writer? And what is the theory to be a writer? No, and then I can tell you, we just talk and it's kind of storytelling. I met one poet and writer from Ireland. His name is Dermot Bolger. Dermot Bolger is still living. He's over 60 years old. And he's a famous Irish writer, and his manuscripts are produced by BBC, and he's translated in many good languages in the world. And he traveled and published in many different countries. And when he was a schoolboy, like you are not anymore in school, kind of pre-university. So even he was perhaps class 7. And he used to write poetry. One day, one of his friends discovered his notebook and they found his poems. And Dermot was born in Dublin in a suburb. It was called Finglas. And Finglas was a very underprivileged area. Poor working class people used to live there. Then from Finglas, nobody could dream to go to a university. That is why nobody could dream to have a good career or ambition. Hardly they could dream to be a soldier. To be a soldier, you don't need to go to university. Then he used to write poems. One day, one of his classmates, his name was Chris. Chris discovered his poems and he told Darmot, why do you write poetry? And he told, so I want to be a poet. Then his friend said, no, you cannot be a poet. Why? Because you were born in Finland. From Finland, nobody could dream to go to university. So to be a poet, you need to go to university. Then he was frustrated. Then he decided he will not be a poet, he thought, but he will not stop to write. He will just continue to write. Then he was also dreaming how to kill people. To be a soldier, you need to have a skill to kill people. So he was thinking how he can kill people, and he was dreaming the young boy dream and thought. Then one day, one of his class teachers, English teacher, found his notebook. Then he read his poems. He said, Darmot, you are a poet. Then he said, no, I am not a poet and I cannot be a poet. Why? Because I was born in Finland and I cannot go to university. If I don't go to university, then I cannot be a poet. Then his teachers told, to be a poet, you do not need to go to a university. To be a poet, you need 3 things. Can you imagine what could be the 3 things? Can you imagine?
Passion.
Huh? So,
That was a really good one, Salma.
can you imagine?
Should I
No, you must not imagine if you can't.
imagine? Creativity and like Sadia said, passion. Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe I have no idea.
Okay. Anyone else? Then I could do the similar things as you would think, but his teachers told him we need 3 things: pen, paper, and freedom of imagination. So we all have these 3 things.
Yes.
This is the things you need to be a writer. Then to be a writer, there is a theory I told. It is a very simple theory. Never stop reading, never stop writing. So that's the entire theory to be a writer. But I leave the word to Rabeya again, then you run.
Yes, it's really important to have freedom of imagination or imaginary, and we all have paper and pen, and also freedom. So whenever you have something inside you, just write. Whenever. So nowadays I started to write. And of course it's in Bengali, in my mother tongue, and I see that this writing or this thinking imaginary, it can come anytime. Sometimes it's whenever it's really calm and quiet, then it's different words. It's just make me to think even more deep. And whenever I have this word and thinking, though, I just write. Nowadays we have mobile with us. We can write whenever, if we don't have paper or pen. So you just can write or note down there. Yes. So I would like to read one writings. Then you can say something, but I don't tell that it's some poems. But I would like to read, but it's in Bengali. Maybe I can summarize then, or Anishur Rahman, you can make a summary from Yes. Do you like to hear in Bengali?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 And I would like to say that I'm very much emotional, and I always like you say that romance. Yes, I always like write something. Something is in that area in romance. So I start now in Bengali. I gave one name. It's called Obhiman. Obhiman. আমি হারিয়ে গিয়েও তোমাতেই রবো, যা রবে তোমার অজানা, কাছে পেয়েও তুমি হারাবে আমায়, আমি যে হব তোমার অচেনা। আমি দূরে গিয়েও তোমাতেই বাস করব, অস্তিত্বের টের পাবে না তুমি সেথায়, যুগের পর যুগ অভিমানের পাহাড় গড়ব, যা রবে দৃষ্টির অগোচরে তোমার। না পাওয়ার বেদনা মাখা জলে জলাধার বইবে, যে জলে ভেজাবো গা শুধুই আমার, প্রেমকে জয় করে জেগে রবই আমি, আর অবচেতনতায় হারাবে সে স্বাদ তুমি। Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
So would you like to take the summary yourself? That would be good for us.
Okay, I try because I didn't think in English, but it's I gave the name Obhiman. It's like how I can say the word. It's something that you like someone, you fall in love someone, but you are not in touch, but you have your loved ones in your imaginary, and you say that if your loved ones is anywhere in the world, but he is inside you, he or she, it, okay, so it's like that. So I wrote something that I just have some emotional words that I claim, how I can say, claim something like that. I will have the sorrow. I will have my sorrows like heal, or like how would I say pahar? Is it heal, or like posonska they are berry? So I have much to claim to him, but even though he is always inside me, something like this. So yes.
Very good.
Thank you. So and I would like to say that whenever you have some emotion, just express, just write, then you will get the feelings after that, the good feelings, that it's something like if you share with someone, so you know that if you share something with someone, though you feel good, because we are social or animal, isn't it? So if you have something inside you, just write, express yourself, then it's good for you, and also it can carry or bear good meanings for the others.
Very good. Anyone else would like to read something or tell some story?
Jag kan säga ett citat från boken som jag gillade.
Yes.
Okej, citatet är angry people are not always wise. Och vad det typ betyder för mig är så här att like if you're just feeling anger, and when people say I'm angry, they are not like really angry, they just don't know any other way to express themselves. They're not emotionally intelligent, and I think that's an important thing to be, to like to immature to, And expression is a really big part. And as your poetry said, expression is a really big part of our lives. So the better we are with our emotions and our inner self, the better we can communicate with people, and the better we are succeeding in life, actually.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you.
Good job. I found a poem that I liked on the internet. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. Okay, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. So this poem is about dreams, that it's really important for the person to have dreams in their lives. I mean, for example, my dream is to become a doctor, for example. Yes, that's one of my dreams, but it's kind of hard, but it's okay. You need to have big dreams, because if you don't have dreams in this life, it's kind of meaningless, because why are we living then? You need to have dreams and goals. Yes, and I like this poem because that's what it means. The dreams are very important. Yes.
Thank you. Diana, någonting?
Nej, alltså jag har inte hittat något bra som jag kan läsa upp.
Okay.
They're okay.
Today is a Bengali New Year, so I'd like to congratulations Rabeya and all of you. Today is the Bengali New Year.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have in Bengali we have separate calendar year, and we have also separate season system. We have 6 seasons and separate calendar year. It begins in the middle of April, 14th of April, and in Bengali we call it Pahla Boishakh, Hoshtam Dogeni Boishakh Monat. And I would like to read a poem. It is in Bengali. If you want to follow it, then you need to learn Bengali, but it's too late. But I will read it to give you some irritation or some musical impression in your sound system. And it is called, and I'm sure Rabeya can follow something and he can find some faults. So let me read it. কাল ভয়ঙ্করের বেশে এবার ওই আসে সুন্দর, আসে প্রলয় বয়মলয় ভয়ঙ্কর রাত্রি দিনে, রুটি রুজি বাঁচা মরা সব শেষ টিকে থাকা খাড়া, মরকের বন্ধ যান হাতে বাড়ি ফেরার এ তাড়া, এদিকে ওদিকে পেছনে সামনে মানুষের মুখ, জলের মতন দিশেহারা তারা, পথে নামা সারা, রুটি রুজি নাই মাছের মতো জলে আটকে পড়া, গাড়ি চলে না নৌকা বয় না দোকান খোলে না, নীল ভয় লাল ভয় কালো ভয় গোলাপির ভয়, ভূমকি রঙিন নিরাকার ভয় আর কাটে না, ভয় বিয়োগে ভয় সংযোগে ভয় ছেদে বিচ্ছেদে, ভয় যাপনে সৎকারে কারবারে বারোয়ারি দরবারে, ভয় দর্শনে ও বিসর্জনে ভেতরে আর বাইরে, ভয় অফিস ও আদালতে মেজবান ও দুশ্মনে, ভয় আপনে ভয় জীবনে ভয় অদৃশ্য মরণে, ঘরে আটকা শিশু কলরব কোলাহল মেনে না, থেমে আছে দিন হারাইছে মেল খোলে না যে পথ, আপন ঘরে আপন তালা নরকের 14 শিকে, ইতরে মরকের বাড়ি কই বাপের নাম কি, মরক তার নাম কি চড়ার থাপ্পর খাস কি, আর কত কি চাস বহুত হলো এবার বিদেয় হ, ফুল পড়ে পাতা জড়ে ডাক পড়ে মেলে না উত্তর, রাত আসে রাত যায় পুবের আকাশে সূর্য ওঠে, দিন যায় মাস যায় বছর গড়ে গড়ে না জীবন, মরা বাড়ে মানুষ বসলে সোনার মানুষ পাবি, সোনার মানুষ হবি, নব আনন্দে জাগো আজ অন্তরে মঙ্গল শোভাযাত্রা, মুখে মুখে অল্পনা কহে খোপায় ফুল গুজে যে, মরা ঠোক আলোকের এই ঝর্ণা দ্বারায় ধুয়ে দাও, আসে ওই আসে ফোটা করে কালবৈশাখী ঝড়, সব ভয় দূর করে তোরা সব জয়ধ্বনি কর, এরে মেরে শেষ করে করুণায় কান ধরে, কাল ভয়ঙ্করের বেশে এবার উই আসি সুন্দর। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Very nice.
Not
You can
can
you just summarize to them so that they know what?
It addressed the suffocation because of pandemic, corona. Then after this suffocation, there is an optimism since we are celebrating the Bengali New Year. Through this New Year happiness and the New Year's new start of new time, this new start will abolish corona from the world and from our life. Then we'll have a happy beginning. That is the summary of the poem.
So you are the author.
I have written.
You wrote recently.
Yeah, I wrote it, finished it 2 years ago. It was very new.
So it's very new. It's you know that it's fresh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any question that we can discuss or any feedback about writing discussion? Or you are always welcome, even now, if you want to discuss anything. I mean the 3 younger friends.
There is a poem I found that's Arabic.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about
Good.
love. It's really nice.
Okay. We'd like to hear.
Okay. حبيبتي والمطر، أخاف أن تمطر الدنيا ولست معي، فمنذ رحتي وعندي عقدة المطر كان الشتاء يغطني بمعطفه فلا أفكر في برد ولا ضجر، كانت الريح تعوي خلف نافذتي تمسكي ها هنا شعري والآن أجلس والأمطار تجلدني على ذراعي على وجهي على ظهري، فمن يدافع عني يا مسافرتي مثل اليمامة بين العين والبصر كيف أمحوك من أوراق ذاكرتي وأنت في القلب مثل النقش في الحجر أنا أحبك يا من تسكنين دمي إن كنت في الصين أو إن كنت في القمر. Yes, it's written by an author, a poet that's called the Nizar Qabbani. He's a famous Arab poet, and this poem is about love. It's about him talking about a girl that he likes. I have actually translated it into Swedish because we had an uppgift, that assignment that we should translate the jämföra, så det är typ att jämföra dikter from Arabic to English.
You have to compare.
Yes. I don't know if I should read it. It's kind of embarrassing because I'm not sure if it's right. I mean, 100% right. I mean the translation, but should I try?
You're most welcome. You're most welcome to read in Swedish. Yes, Anisha Rahman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's me who translated it. I don't know if it's very good, but I'll try. Okay.
Yeah.
Älskling Ukraina. Okay. Jag är rädd att världen skulle regna så du är inte med mig. Sedan du gick har jag haft regnkomplex. It's not rhyming very well, but I just translated it. Okay. Vintern brukade täcka mig med din jacka. Då tänker jag inte på kylan och tråkighet. Vinden brukade skrika bakom min fönster. Då viskar du här i min dikt. Nu sitter jag och regnet piskar mig på mina armar, på min ansikte och på min rygg. Vem kommer då skydda mig oresande som en duva mellan ögonen och sinnen? Hur kan jag radera det från mina minnespapper och då är hjärtan som en gravyr i sten? Jag älskar dig och vem lever i min blod? Om du är i Kina eller om du är i månen. Yes.
Jättefint. Jättefint.
I like that.
Yes.
It sounds in Arabic, but yes, I tried to translate.
It's really nice. Romantic. romance.
Yes.
Okay. So, Dajana or Sadiya, do you like to say something more? No? Yes.
Vill att vi skulle typ kommentera på Selmas?
Yes.
Jag tyckte att det var jättefint att de använde just vinden och regner och vädret.
Yes. Nature.
Ja.
Do you like to say something more, Salma?
I mean, I liked it too because I feel like I don't know. I just really liked it. It sounds very nice, and
Yeah.
the poem in Arabic is really nice too. So I like poems in Arabic because they're really meaningful. They have a lot of meanings behind them, and I'm also raised. Jag är uppväxt
Yeah.
arabisk dikt för att jag brukade vara, alltså min mamma och pappa de är från Syrien, så de alltid visar mig, shows me that I really need to keep my Arabic blood in me, so that's why I really I kind of like Arabic poems. So yes, that's why I actually chose this one.
Yes, I think in every language we have this kind of deep feelings. So every word has its own meaning.
Exactly.
Yes, it's good to read in different languages, and if you have the opportunity to keep, isn't it? So go ahead with different languages.
Yes.
So it makes you read, isn't it? Yes.
And it also keeps your vocabulary and
Yes.
yes.
You think more about vocabulary than feelings. Yes. I think you are much younger right now. Maybe it comes with your ages. When you are now you are between 16 to 18. When you are like 25, 30, though you have strong feelings or like yes. So go ahead and read as much as you can, because my feelings is like that. I have passed many years. I'm much elder than you. I just sometimes think, okay, I have gone through like half of my life, and I didn't read anything, so I must read. So for everyone, it's the right time to start to read, and for you, it's the like golden age to start right now. Yes, isn't it?
Yes.
I think in the same way. Yes. Okay, so we can give the word to Anisur Rahman.
Yeah. And now it is almost 1 hour. So it is time to conclude. And I'd like to thank you all, and you are also welcome. You are also welcome to us with any feedback or suggestion or ideas for our program and participations. We have very many options concerning reading and writing, publications, blog, and anthology, and website, and festivals, seminar, writing courses, workshops. We all are welcome with ideas and suggestions. We are grateful to you, to your school, particularly Rabeya and all the participants. So let's keep in touch, and let's say thank you.
Yes, I would like to say something only 1 minute. I would like to We are grateful that you have invited us, and I'm grateful to my students that they made the day, because they have a lot to do. I know that they had exams and so on, but whenever I talked with them in a short notice, they just came and made it happen. So I'm really grateful to you, and I'm thankful to you, Anisur Rahman, and also the organization, Internationellt modersmålspoesikafé. And yes, we're happy to be here, and thank you so much.
Bye.
Yes, bye.
Bye.